Hi, I'm Robert Begley, day 267 of my video challenge. How do you know what you know? That was one of the questions that Socrates asked. He was one of the most influential Greek philosophers and thinkers in history, and he didn't write down one word. His story is brilliantly told in this play that I saw in New York several years ago called Socrates. And it just shows the arc of his life and the fact that he was always on a quest for knowledge because he didn't believe he had any. I think he said at one point, I know only one thing, and that is that I know nothing. But do you even know that? But Socrates impacted the two most influential philosophers in history, both Plato, who was his student, and Aristotle, who was Plato's student. But the thing about Socrates was that he questioned everything. He wanted to know, and the way you know things is by asking questions. And these days, it's actually called the Socratic method. He was incredibly courageous. When he was young, he fought in battles. He saved Alcibiades' life, who would go on to be a famous general in Greece. Then his trial and execution, he faced with a courage that is, it's just one for the ages. In fact, the life of Jesus is said to parallel Socrates, the way that he went against the people of his era and was condemned to death. A famous scene of him drinking the hemlock poison and the sadness of his death, even though he was 70 years old. And he did have a full life. Nevertheless, Socrates is a hero who we will talk about in tomorrow's episode of The Hero Show. And I just wanted to share a couple of thoughts about him. Frankly, I should be talking a lot more about him because the man was a trailblazer. There was moral philosophy. All he cared about was the morality. What is good or bad, right or wrong? So, in fact, you know what? I think we'll do that tomorrow. Okay, see you then.